Hi guys, welcome back to how to make money with real estate. Now, today I want to talk about how do you select a property at a suburb and how do you pick the suburb, right, that's got the most potential for growth. Because obviously one of the biggest things in property and the basic rule of all the people that make money in property is to make money with property, you got to buy it right. You make money when you buy the property. So obviously having a suburb where there is a potential for a huge upside is the best way for you to make money. Now, how do you know which suburbs are going to boom next? Well, I can tell you one strategy which I certainly have learned many years ago, which will always pretty much work, is have a look at first of all, so which cities currently are performing. So let's say Melbourne has boomed, right, and the market's taken off there. Now, if Sydney hasn't yet taken off, you know that Sydney will take off. Then you might find Brisbane, then you might find Perth. There's been times when Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane have all boomed and Perth was still, you know, the property market there was still, you know, like depressed, but eventually it moved as well and caught up to the other cities. So there's obviously going to be a balancing factor across Australia of all the major capital cities. Now, when I'm talking balancing, I'm not talking about little country towns with no population pressure, no growth prospects and so on. So try and find, obviously, the city with the greatest potential and the suburbs within that city which haven't yet taken off, because the suburbs work on the same principles as the cities. So what I mean there is if you've got, you know, a bunch of suburbs that have gone up and there is a suburb that is depressed, maybe because it's not such a good area, but it's cheap. Eventually what you'll find is that suburb will also go up. There's a suburb near Brisbane which used to be called Woodridge. I think it's now been renamed to Logan or Logan Central. Now, in that suburb, the houses were like $40,000, $50,000 everywhere around the area. It was already $150,000 and it wasn't a very good area. But what happened eventually is because everywhere else became so expensive, that suburb doubled virtually within a year or year and a half, doubled in values, because investors now said, hey, this is so cheap, it's ridiculous. We're going to buy in there and we're going to get the returns, because the rentals obviously were pretty much on par with the other suburbs. So what you got to look for is the suburbs that haven't yet taken off in pockets where everywhere around them, the other suburbs have already gone up. That is probably the best way to find out which suburbs are going to grow next. And obviously the other thing goes for cities, regional cities. If there's major infrastructure projects like Gladstone, you know, with the gas and oil exploration and the coal, whatever, then you might find that there is, you know, those towns are going to boom as well, because there's a lot of money being poured into those areas with workers coming in. Then that's another way to predict which suburb or which city is going to grow next. Until the next time, I'm signing off. Hey guys, now if you want to get instant access to all my free videos, reports, you know, case studies and other useful tools in order to make money in the real estate business, please head over to our website right now. It's all there for you absolutely free. Just go over there now.